Damn tornado.
I know.
I'm never gonna worry about a tornado, bro. That shit ain't real. I say that my house gets taken apart tomorrow. I mean, like, if you're in the city, I mean, like, you're fine.
Over time, this tornado alley's been
Getting bigger.
getting closer and closer to here.
That's that global warming. That's that global warming. A lot of people don't believe in global warming, but I see you in every doubt. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking. Like, I'm in the fucking gym, man. Fucking injury. I'm a real nigga. Are you up there? No, you good. I was making sure. I appreciate you. Gesundheit. Your brother okay? Good. You still with that girl? Good. What was doing? You like in Columbus? Yeah. I don't know. The first time I talked to you, it wasn't that long you were in here, but now seasoned. Yeah. Beautiful women. Beautiful women. There are people that don't leave their house. Don't leave their house. So, see, look at that shit. You did say that to me. You remember saying that? Yeah. What's that? Big bet. Yeah, I mean, other than my shoulder, I've been with the gym. I'm playing softball. Do that shit out. I don't know what the fuck I did.
I work at a National Center for Urban Solutions.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Development. I'm trying to like set roots in here. This place is about to blow up. I just don't feel like being here, bro. Because you're not from here, so it's like it's new for you. This shit gets old.
Well, where you think about going though?
Well, I was living in San Fran back in the day,
right.
so it's like I'm not trying to go way the fuck out there. I need I think I've never ever been to Florida.
Florida? You haven't been to Florida?
I'm in
bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that. What'd you say?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've been to Florida. I was like, when all that
He's like, it was okay. It wasn't. They're funny.
Like, I've been to Miami before, and I've been to Sarasota. And like, don't get me wrong, like definitely there's like for the beach there.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida for sure. So if you guys go to the beach, like
We need vibe for the beach. You mean a bunch of people?
I really enjoy the beach. I guess.
Okay.
Of all the places I've been and they got a beach, I really enjoy it there. And especially in Sarasota, and maybe even like like we had a boat and shit on the water, so it was fire.
So lit.
Yeah.
What's that East Coast? You fuck with the beach there?
I've been to Connecticut. It's like chill. It's not like
it's cold, right?
It's not anything like Florida where it's like hella people.
I mean, that kind of is how it is in Cali. Like, certain, but like my favorite beach in California is Malibu, because if you go behind the right backyard, you look to your right, and there's $1 million houses. Like some rich person owns that house, and there's nobody on the beach because it's technically supposed to be a private beach, but it's blocked off, so you can walk on the beach all the way along these fucking $1 million houses. And I used to just sit there with the homies and smoke, just looking out on the fucking ocean.
That's how it was in Sarasota. Yeah, we was riding past Tom Cruise.
Yeah, okay, so okay.
Yeah, like when we ride on the water, yeah, we ride past like all these people, man. You're talking about like that little tour thing?
The golf thing?
Yeah. You talking about in Sarasota? I think so. Yeah, it's like I don't even know what the beach was called exact, bro. But yeah, it's like I actually know somebody that has a boat down there. We were just on this boat. He was taking us around like
that's chill.
It was dolphins in the water. Like,
that's chill. And, like when you say that, it kind of makes me want to like chill out with I need to figure out where to go because I haven't traveled enough. You know, I haven't checked the East Coast. I haven't had Florida. And Columbus is a really cheap place to be to travel. Like travel from here, and I might just take a couple like a year or two. Travel. I got a passport. Like I need to go out the country. Like I need to see how it is.
Have you seen the Everglades videos?
Everglades videos? No.
Yeah, bro.
Are they beautiful?
No, it's fire.
But is it scary? Kind of like.
They got a lot of.
If you want a lifetime experience, something to remember, I say.
Where are you from?
Well, like the city or like state.
Where are you born?
Oh, it's born here, close to.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
What's that?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Any, yeah, you can see. Anytime anyone tells me where they went to school, and then after I talk to them, it makes sense to me. Like you wouldn't like, oh, I went to fucking. If it was anything on the east side, I'm like, no, unless you said Reynoldsburg or Pickerington, I would have been like, what, really? But like when you said Hilliard, which one? Yeah, there's a lot of people in Hilliard. You know what I'm saying? Like Hilliard is a place where it's a melting pot. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you came from Hilliard. Because usually you can tell where someone, you know, you can tell. I didn't realize there was someone in between us. Only because I've been here so long. Like, I've been weird. I went to a lot of schools. Delaware County, and I lived in Worthington. Where were you from? You from here?
I was in Columbus School Strategic for a little bit.
Oh.
Mifflin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I loved it, man.
I grew up in Mifflin, but I moved away from Mifflin area. So like, yeah, I went to South Mifflin for elementary school. So like, I'm from over there, so I'm right over there. Wait, how old are you? You do that. You do this. Like older brother type ways.
Yeah.
You know, like you just need to see examples. Yeah, people are like, what did it affect? It's like, it affects the kids who already don't have the effects, you know?
They paid me $10 an hour to be there.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes no sense.
They didn't have any more grants. I work at a museum. And it's like, it's not for profit. It's a not for profit, but that's like a non-profit in a way.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like, everyone's worried about the grants, but like, I was thinking about the school system.
They're getting fucked.
They're getting fucked over, man. Dude, I got teacher friends that they lose their jobs and shit. It's like, especially in
Keepers, they're out of there.
yeah, man.
College success coach, they got rid of
Yeah. Yeah. You like a house. I was a house. Oh, I think but black folks go to house states looking for a pool to have that kind of stuff. They just stripped it. So I mean, it makes sense. This is how I look at it. It got boring and boring for them to keep having chance to get closer. It was easy to do with the people, you know, like I'm trans or I'm gay, like get them, they're the bad people. But after that got too exactly, but after everyone got kind of okay with that after the last freaking 8 years, now they're like reset, back to what we've been doing, reset. We need to be ultra racist. Literally, man, literally, it's hilarious to see. Like now I'm grown seeing, I'm just like, oh fuck.
It's like all these arguments made about faith. It's gonna fuck them over too.
Yeah.
It's gonna communities, hospitals, healthcare workers.
But if you well, watch the news. You look at the news, and I saw a news story the other day. It said, "Oh, these companies from other countries are coming to do business just with the United States and only with us." I'm like, no, the fuck they're not, dude. That's not how it works. But people will see that headline. They're like, "Trump is good for the economy," and it's like, are you in the stock market, bro? Like, he's not, bro. The stock market's doing what it's been doing. Yeah, S&P 500 is the highest it's ever been, but it was already going on that track before he was elected. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that was the biggest thing. People wanted lower cost of living and no wars.
Yep.
Look what we got now.
We got fucking.
Really good psychological thing.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, they did the same thing with Reagan. That's what happened to me. Put a celebrity in the seat of someone that should know what the fuck doing. Status was based on Monday, but no one talked about the fact that he didn't know how to manage money. They tried, but it was a lady talking. Listen to a woman, and I'm not even being funny. America will not listen to a woman. It's not there yet. The people from the '60s who were saying the N-word all the time are still alive. You think they don't like black people? They definitely don't like women. You ever talk to someone that's 80, bro? How they talk to their wife, bro? Come on now. And I don't know. I just see until those people move on, we will never get better, which is okay.
You know, all the freaking world leaders are gonna die in the next 15 years.
Yeah, but they've already.
What's gonna happen though?
But they've already indoctrinated the next group of people to do it. Yeah,
this bill won't take place in 2029. Some of this shit, which is crazy. They're trying to fuck over the next generation.
They don't give it, man. It's all money.
About it's money spending. $4 trillion. The Doge thing. So AmeriCorps, which I worked for, is federal service thing. $400 million. Our grants got cut in the middle of the year. They told us at 6 a.m., hey, you got to tell your kids, may never see you again.
Really?
They always lost their job. It's fucking crazy.
That's
And
crazy.
they didn't even fix the deficit.
No, they're not doing shit. Yeah, the closest point to America when we were about to like revolt and change shit was the George Floyd shit. You remember how unrest it was with all those riots, and then they were like, "COVID, get back in your house. COVID, get back in your house," and everything chilled out for the next 2 years. And now we're going back to like how life was. I mean, everyone's like, "Holy fuck, is it always been like this?" Yes, it's always been like this. This is not new. This is exactly how it was doing George Floyd shit. Like, it's the same feeling in the streets going around like, "Oh no."
What's it gonna take? I think it's gonna take. It's kind of selfish, but until it affects people.
Yep. But it won't affect them because they're at the elite part where they won't touch them. It might touch their family member. They already don't get how they don't give a fuck about them. It's sad, but there's no way out of it, and that's why like everyone was championing the dude that killed that one guy. They're like, "Oh, change," but no one did shit. He did that, went to jail as a martyr. No one did. Oh my god! Oh my god! America, people being we're all punks. We have not tried to change the nation. Like, everyone in this room went on strike. We couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I said because like I'm like pessimistic in the grand scale of things, but the small scale we can affect the common.
we can affect our common people that have similar mindset.
Like, when you go from both sides running into war, it's like, what the fuck's going on here?
There's no.
Israel.
It's the same shit every time, no matter who's in office. I mean, everyone always says this, but it's like when they talk about Obama and like what he was doing in office, Obama wasn't doing that. The office was doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the how the branches work. The president has very little power compared to like what Congress is doing behind our backs. Go look at the last 3 bills they passed. We're fucked. Women fucked. Like,
That's why
damn it.
it really don't matter who's
It does not matter.
run itself like
I always say we'll never deal with like race inequality until we deal with like gender inequality. Like until women, like we're not. Everything else is not gonna. We can elect a woman president because America's not ready to take charge have a woman take charge, and that's okay. I don't think that's an issue. This is how it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't really fix that in people.
depends on who you ask.
It depends on who you ask, but as the masses will say, it's going to be at least 50 years before we see any real change, and that change might be the dismantling of how America works, which is fine. Really? But 10 years ago, I was saying we got 10 years before shit hits the fan, and we're hitting the fan, man.
Think about how long it took to get in this space.
But think about how little it's been since Jim Crow ended in 65. Your dad was alive when Jim Crow ended. My dad was alive when Jim Crow ended.
Yeah, but we just talked about all the systemic stuff that's right, quote unquote, right, fair or whatever. Like, like I said, you got generations, like, you think about how trauma passed down to DNA and everything. Like,
It's the same.
it gets deep, it gets super deep to where, like,
Well, I mean, in that case, it's more than 50 years.
It took us 300, 400 years to get in this space, bro. It's probably gonna take another.
I mean, even
We'll be around by then.
that's my thing. My thing is before we see real change, the world is going to go to like not the world, but the way we live in the world is going to go to shit because the American dollar is already doing this much. At some point, it's going to be a generational shift.
Yeah,
it was already supposed to happen. We're just all sitting around like, oh, we're supposed to work and do that. No, we're not. We're supposed to dismantle what's happening, but none of us are willing to do it because they put us in the rat game. The rat race. Yeah, the rat race is built. We were in the cave.
Everyone got
to pay the bills. I always think about if I did not have to pay rent, I would not have to work because you can make $300 without having a full-time job. And I think about that so heavily because that's the scam. That's the scam. And I don't. Yeah, it's like, oh, you have to live here. You have to pay rent. You have to work. And I feel like when foreign folks, they have a big family, like 7 people to a house, different families in their house, and then you see generational wealth build within one generation. Well, they have their own issues, They have to.
One squeeze. What?
Aquí.
I don't think the motherfuckers can hear you.
Oh shit. Hey, it's all your bro. Take it.
If y'all want it,
Take it.
y'all just got it.
I think young people are changing now the way they see things.
Well, I feel like they're reverting back to how our grandparents were, though. This is about to be wartime. If you look at how the trends, go ahead. I interrupted
No,
you.
I know exactly what you're saying. That's where I was going with it. Because as soon as Americans were you cross me.
Just so we already got that down packed.
I'm meant to be right.
Oh yeah. Oh, because it's so deep. It's so deep. No one, unless you can break out the brainwashing of the media, which is sad to say, but it's like it's brainwashing you to be complacent, work with somebody, and all the this, that, and the other, just being complacent with the government. And like you guys both said, it's gonna take America years before we get our generation is gonna be one to start it though. Like we're getting homesteads, we're getting property. We're not working to die. We're here to get property and get the fuck out the race. No. Nah, which is fine because the people in the civil rights movement aren't alive to see where we are now. Look at this. Look at this. Martin Luther King right now, he's like, oh, this is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's all you really.
This horse stuff.
About it is the reason why they know it. It's just they benefit from it. It'd be different though if people were down bad and hurting from the system, but this helps those people you're talking to. Yeah.
They hold that more in this community.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people that are resistant, what you're trying to tell them are resistant because it helps them. Or they don't see how it could help them if they feel like
They were a little bubble, man.
yeah. I got buddies up in Akron and it's an argument every day. It's like, bro, I know you feel comfortable there, but your comfortability there is holding you back. And it's like you can't break the brainwashing. Someone has to do that themselves.
Yeah, if they want to.
If they have to yearn. All white school, you can already see shit doesn't really match up as opposed to, and you know it's fake from a younger age. Plus, you're able to be yourself quicker instead of trying to fit into where everyone else fits in. So I like to what you said about the people that are resistant. It's like both sides, black, white, orange, yellow, pink. Everyone's trying to fit in, and unless you can break out of one and you fit in, you're not gonna understand the fucking matrix that you're in. Because they want to fit in. They want to have friends. They want people to accept them, validate them. And until you can stop doing that, you're always gonna be like, let me do whatever.
Maybe the other side people like they're white saviors, thinking I need to help, I need to fix. You know, it's funny. Like in my school, the kids they can fucking tell right away when you're not being authentic. You fucking know when someone's putting up a game.
Yeah.
You know,
Because they've been real their whole lives. They see
God,
things.
man.
It's like just be yourself. Because if you ever notice, anytime, and I would say black folks uplift white folk, it's always because that white person's being authentically themselves. And we, as black people, we're authentically ourselves. We love that shit. We feel like we want that for everyone, and that's the biggest issue. I know I kind of went on a tangent what you said about the people you talk to, but I just forgot that you were in schools. But like that's the biggest thing I see. It's a lack of ability to be yourself that causes resentment. You out of here, big dog? I don't know how long I've been in here. I've been yapping.
It makes the time go by so
Be easy. Stay safe.
What's your name again, bro?
K.O.R.L. Tommy is a good name. Strong name.
Yeah,
You should be part of the outsiders.
what's that, dude?
How do you?
23.
Fuck. You know what outsiders is?
Fuck.
It was a book we all had to read when we were younger. By the way, I'm only 26. It was a book we had to read when we were younger about this gang, and it was like Tommy Boy was in it, Pony Boy was in it. Y'all never heard these names?
Nah, man.
Damn. And they were like basically a gang, and they went up against another gang in town. And the dude from Karate Kid, he was Pony Boy. He died.
Oh shit.
Y'all never seen
Which
that?
Karate Kid?
The original Karate Kid, the little tan boy.
No,
What?
the other one.
What? Is
Is
that the original to you?
That is
Ah! I'm old, bro. I'm old. You officially told me I'm old, bro. The original Karate Kid was Mr. Miyagi, bro. Jackie Chan is not Mr. Miyagi. Jackie Chan is playing Mr. Miyagi.
Oh shit.
I'm old as fuck, bro.
I remember that movie.
Okay, thank God.
I was about to say.
Thank God.
Damn.
I'm turning 27 in August, so I'm not worried about old age. I can't wait to get the whites, but like the white hair. But like,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I did not heard that original. Karate Kid, bro.
it's not your culture.
No, it's not that. That's just the main character, Daniel.
Yeah,
He was just
unbelievable.
like he was doing too much.
Yeah, he wasn't believable as a character. I will say, I've seen all the Karate Kids. I prefer the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. Jaden played the fuck out of that role. And they were in China. And Jackie Chan's, you already know he's the GOAT. So I like the new one better than the original, but like when you said that, I like the new shows, Cobra Kai. Have you heard of that show?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that's they have the original people in that.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't watch that. I mean,
It's interesting.
it was interesting, but it comes from the lore of a Karate Kid you haven't seen. You haven't
It's
seen.
funny now how much like the lore was keeping like that. It's changed so much faster. It's faster than before.
They're pumping out movies that don't even mean nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Pumping out movies that don't even mean anything at all.
Yo, I just got back from Sinners with my partner, man. Holy fuck.
You liked it?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's suspenseful, it's intense.
Yeah, and it's such a thriller. I don't know. My buddy, he put me aside like, I want to know like the like the cultural things in it. And I'm like, bro, it's a movie. Like it's a movie, bro. Like
I like the music, the blues.
Yeah, man.
It's intense as fuck, man. Fuck that.
I don't like taking a movie and like overlooking it and like overthinking it because it's like it's art. It's like you get a painting from someone and like, oh, this painting derives from this. Like you can do that, but I don't.
Fuck the author meant by it.
Yeah, like I don't have fun in that. Like I hate when people ask me like, I don't know. I hate when people ask me my meaning to movies and shit. Cause it's like, bro, it's a movie. You know, like I saw it. You know, but you like Sinners, right?
It was good. Man.
I like the twist because I didn't know that those are who they were fighting, so I saw it. Like I didn't know that was the bad guy. I was like, oh.
Don't spoil it.
That's why I didn't say it. A lot of people haven't seen it because a lot of people are slacking.
I just don't have time.
Bro, that shit's on IMAX. That shit's on fucking Max now,
Tomorrow,
bro.
yeah, today or tomorrow.
That shit's on literally streaming services now, bro. You got no excuse.
You know my schedule, right? I get out of work at 5:30, get here around 6, here at whatever time.
What do you do, bro?
Huh?
What do you do?
Try to live, bro.
For work. What do you do for work?
I work for Meta.
What's that?
Facebook?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you said work for Meta. I did not understand that either. I didn't understand what you said. That
We
makes
don't
sense.
go by Facebook over there.
No, I mean, yeah. When I lived in Cali, I got fired from fucking Twitter, actually. I lived in San Fran when Twitter was still Twitter, before Elon bought it. When he bought it, he fired all those people. I was down the street. I saw that shit.
Wow.
Just mass people walking. All their shit in their hand.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh. And then I got a month later.
I had attached from all that shit, bro. My algorithm started showing people getting killed all the time, man. Crazy wars, drones, fucking what's going on in Palestine. So much shit, dude. It was affecting my inner peace, man.
So you got off?
Oh, I have been off social media for over a year, man.
I try to make money on social media. So for me, I always tell people when I look like I can't be on it, I'm like, that's why I try to make money in it. Because if I'm not making money on it, why am I on it? There's no point in me being on it at that point. Because, you know, just post. It's going to work out at some point. Because
your interaction with just comment on people that are reposting things. Like, you see, they can be a consumer or the producer.
Exactly, and that's how I look at it. Every time I get, I don't have TikTok on my phone. I only have it on my iPad. And every time, what is that?
Our attention is the commodity.
Exactly, that's what it. But it's like, I don't know. You can make shit pop off from there. Like the biggest thing I like about social media is how music. I'm a big music guy. How music flows so freely because there's so many avenues to get it. I ingest new music every day through social media. And like I have a radio station like called K.O.R.L Radio, and I talk about music and I like talk about life and how to be a better person. It's basically what I do in here. Basically, literally what I've been doing in here. So I like social media, but you're right. You have to use it right. If you're just using it aimlessly, it's gonna catch you like a drug because it's dopamine.
I learned so much music off YouTube.
See?
do the AI too. The thing is, like, because I think the generation behind me, they're fucked with AI.
Yeah.
It's enabling them. For me, now it's a tool. I learned so much about AI, but if you grow up with it, you're fucked, man.
Yeah, they use it to pass tests. I fucking use AI when I can do a Photoshop video or thing, but I don't want to, and I'm like, let me get a little quick thing, and I edit it.
The only time I use AI is just to get more insight on what I already was trying to figure
That
out.
too.
And just like really trying to outproduce what I'm trying to do.
Because you can tap into AI, I'm doing this, help me organize it.
Yeah.
Out of here.
I'm shutting my phone off. It's getting too hot.
I feel that. Do you know what time it is?
I think it's 9:58. Yep.
Damn.
9:58.
That's good for me, bro.
I guess I got here around 9:25, 9:30. So.
That 30 minutes will kick your ass, man. That's what I just has fucking.
Well, I used to hit the sauna 6 days a week for like 25, 30 minutes every day.
That's tolerance still, don't it?
Yeah, and now I don't go as much, but now when I come in here, I can't leave. Because I'm actually addicted to it, and I had to stop doing it. Because what would happen was, I'd be at the gym too long, and I would hit the sauna, which after 40 minutes of my workout, and I was like, damn, man, like, I gotta get home, you know? Like, I got things I gotta do.
Addiction to a sauna is real.
It feels good after the peace. I mean, like after the lightheadedness wears away, I feel so much more
The
relaxed.
silence after that sucks.
Oh yeah.
You just walk,
You're just fucking shot, man. You know?
that's why I do it.
You work out before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just annoying. I got a homegirl upstairs I gotta say hi to before I leave. That's why I don't remember that. I gotta not forget to keep going on.
You said you've been off social for a year?
Yeah, man. I deleted Instagram, Snapchat. I deleted TikTok a while ago. I saw that documentary, Social Dilemma, and they hired all those psychologists. You know?
Social dilemma.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
I think I've seen it, but I paused it just because I didn't want to like.
It was scary. It was intense.
I ain't gonna lie, if you ever get back in it in the future, right? Because I've been on social media for like literally a year and a half, 2 at some point, and the reason I got off was comparisons that people do it. Like obviously, like people my age, my peers doing things, and it's just like I'm staying down and doing what I have to. Comparing that, it's just like seeing them like whatever they're doing is just things I want to do.
Inspiration.
It gives you, however you try to look at it, you know. So when you come back and like now you have the piece of you only focus on yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And like not worrying about what other people are doing, and like when you go sleep at night, you're not thinking, oh, this person was doing this and this, right? When you get back on, I promise you, you don't really notice how subconsciously, if you see somebody doing something, you're gonna be like, oh shit, they're doing this, right? You don't start to compare.
I mean, it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
I got a buddy that does that a lot, and he tells me that. He's like, I don't like seeing it because people doing this, that, and that, and I'm just sitting here. But like,
I'm happy for him.
yeah, I've never, but it depends on the person. That's why I say it. Because when I see people doing well, all I think is like, they're not me. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm doing. But that's something I like. That's why I like your drive, because you have to be so locked into your own drive. Even if you see, oh, Jonathan went to Cabo with his girlfriend for the 3rd time this year, you're not going to think, damn, I could do that. You're going to think, that's Jonathan's track. You know? And I think that's what you were kind of.
Yeah. Like doing that aspect, like you have a peace of mind getting off, but when you come back, like you don't see that shift in like how that peace of mind is going. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. I say I escaped it, but really all the platforms the same now.
All of them are the same. Yeah.
YouTube now, I've been consuming those fucking shorts. Honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Ever since I woke up, this playful shit's all I've been consuming.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time,
It's a lot.
the media with politics, like there's 2 things that right now that make media hot and make people make money off media right now. That is politics and news, obviously, but religion too. That's the big thing you see right now. Is people profiting off religion and media and politics. Because that's the biggest hot things right now. Because everyone's scared, everyone's worried. I know there are whole YouTube channels making $10K a month just on shorts. I've gotten over 400 followers in the last year from YouTube just doing shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're right about that. They're all the same because they all.
Really changed our attention span in general.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a big podcast guy. I like that shit.
Yeah.
We're trying to get more into books too. That's just an amazing way to consume knowledge too.
Get back into. A lot of people are trying to, like, people our age are trying to buy like real media. You know what I'm talking about? Like cassette tapes and things like that. Because my biggest thing with the internet is there's gonna be a point where they cannot see what the fuck we did on the internet. Just like there's gonna be a point where we can't watch VHS tapes anymore. Do you know anyone with a VHS player? No. Do you know what a VHS is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's like y'all don't know anyone who plays that to play one. And I worry about that with the internet. Like when they talk about the digital footprint. I don't believe in that shit.
Oh, hell, that's a real thing.
It's a real thing, but in 10 years, they won't be able to see it.
How about AI data tracking capabilities though?
They do, but it's like, I'm talking about like,
It's too much that you can track.
I just think there's going to be a point where YouTube and all this shit's going to be obsolete. YouTube came about when the internet started coming about. But there's going to be a point where we don't need it anymore. It's already oversaturated. It's so oversaturated. All of it's so oversaturated. I feel like at some point, either it's going to hit capacity, it's going to turn the fuck off, or people are just going to stop using it after a while. I mean, generations,
I
obviously.
wonder what the next thing is, man. You know?
It's going to be robot sex. I don't know. Like, it's going to be literally going to be cyborgs.
Our fucking quantum computers simulate reality, man.
Oh, we're already deep into that. I was mad when they actually came out with that stuff, like that technology. You remember in like 2016, they were talking about VR, and then we got the bullshit we have now. That shit ain't VR. That shit's fake. That shit's playing on a computer game.
They probably got some pretty insane shit. I know. And once they're able to do that, man, what the fuck's reality?
Exactly.
It's real.
Exactly. And I think that's the next step for humanity. People are going to start getting stuck in other realities, which is
I tried the Apple Pro like VR, right?
that shit's real.
No, bro. They showed me when I went in like just to like sample, right? They showed me a baseball game. They showed me a basketball game, and it felt so fucking real.
People are going to be living in that bitch.
Not to the sense where like everybody's like the same height as me and everything.
Right.
You can tell the difference. It's not evolved yet, but the fact that like it felt real being there, I was like, yo, no cap. I know myself. I have an addictive personality.
You can
right?
get stuck in that bitch.
And it's just like, yo, let me just. You guys ever seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
You said, let me unplug real quick.
Let me unplug real quick. That shit, it was a beautiful thing, but it was just like, that's not for me.
So time for hijacks our emotional centers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I mean, that's already happened. But people that play video games religiously, it's already done it with them. They need the video game kick to get off. You know what I'm saying? It's already, it's almost there. But again, like he was saying, and like the one dude was saying, we won't see it. We won't see it. We got 20 years before there's going to be at least a war or 1 or 2 wars in the next 20 years. Technology is going to go to a halt. We're going to think of new things to hurt people, and we're going to be a new track. Literally, what happened in the 70s and 80s is going to repeat.
How would it be in a digital aspect though?
Oh, people getting like trapping people that don't like. They want to keep us distracted. Like how you said that you could get addicted to that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be come into this place and try our VR for extended periods of time. You can pay for time to do it and stuff. There's already VR shops all over the city. You just go in there and play a VR game with your friends.
That's not as popular though.
That's but you know why though? It's not as immersive. Once it goes immersive, like you were saying,
Get all the senses.
and people can get it in their house and not the fucking MetaQuest bullshit in their house. I mean, like,
Ready Player One.
yeah, like real shit. People are gonna start dying in their chairs.
The one Black Mirror talking about, Ready Player One.
Oh, the one with the chip and they start making out with the guy.
Yeah, just fucking buddy.
Ready Player One was a movie. It was basically a movie about arcade games, but it was a guy from the future who put on this thing, and he was in a arcade game from our time. You would like that movie. You should check it out. It was one of those indie, not really, but you know.
If I can change the subject, you guys ever seen the movie The Truman Show?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh,
That shit fuck your brain up.
It's gonna fuck
That shit fuck your brain up.
You in for real
Add to my list, man.
It's Jim Carrey.
Okay.
One of his breakout.
One of his best fucking
Yep.
movies. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Yep.
got Madman too, bro.
Like, bro, how'd you feel when you first seen it, right? And after it was just like, yo, is everybody that I know like really playing a role? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think about that. I think about that to this day.
to this day.
To this day! To this day!
You know what's crazy though? I feel like they should be doing that with our phones, bro.
Well, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This might fuck you up. You know truth, right? Truth. Truth always has to come out.
Yeah.
That's a rule of the universe. The truth will always come out. It's
It's like,
nature.
remember we were talking about The Simpsons, how they put it out there and we would think it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I just wanted to happen for the universe. That shit.
Yes, like that. But also, it's just like they lie to us to our faces, but they put it on the internet. Like the thing I like to ask people is, who the fuck thought of aliens?
Yeah.
And then you kind of start thinking about it, and it's like they're telling us the truth through media, through cartoons. Like magic is real. Who the fuck thought of magic? That shit's real, bro. Like that shit is real. Why is it so heavily in our media? Not because all humans can't do it. It's because some humans can't, and we know that. Yeah, what'd you say?
Warm us up to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the things that we see in our media, especially kids' movies. I think people need to look at that deeper, because I think a lot of this shit's already here, and they're telling us it and telling us the truth. But guys, now the kids show. Like there's way too much voodoo and demons, and there's way too much of that in the world for that to just be. It was all fake. It's in the movies. Like, fuck no, that shit's real.
I ain't gonna lie, the biggest thing, my fault.
Think about it,
The biggest thing was, you know how like the ocean was like, we barely discovered.
Dude, 75%, bro.
But, bro, I ain't gonna lie, if we have not discovered it, there's gotta be aquatic life.
Bro.
Aquaman, all that shit, mermaid, all that shit. Like, if we can live on land, there's no way there's no life. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's more than what we have up top.
What fucks with me is, have you ever realized every alien in a movie looks like a sea monster? You ever notice that every alien from a different planet looks like a sea monster? Have you ever heard of the theory of as above is below? There's a theory that we haven't explored the rest of the ocean because the ocean is a direct portal to space. The space, they talk about space and this is vacuum and all this shit, but how do we know it's not just water? And I'm saying that because this, like, look into that.
Come in our atmosphere. We spotted it. We was going to come through our satellites and technology.
That's what they're not telling us that.
Talking about the deep part where we can no light is enter.
That's what I'm saying. That's space, bro. That's space, bro. That's a void, bro. And it's like as above and below, bro. It makes so much sense to me. Obviously, like I work at a science museum. So like they're like, yeah, what's that?
Oh,
And they're like, K.O.R.L. And I work with a lot of smart people. They're like, space is real. And I'm like, yeah, space is real. They've told us about space, but it's all fucking computer generated. We can't see it. We can see the moon, we can see the sun, we can see some stars. But like, what are we looking at? And why haven't we explored more of the? How are we in space when we haven't explored the ocean?
Makes no sense.
There's a void in space where you can't go anywhere, but in the ocean is just pressure. But we can't go in the ocean, but we can go to space. Come on, there's something fishy.
And no point in
Like there's something fishy, bro.
Break through the ozone fucking layer, we can't go.
That's what I'm saying,
You
bro.
heard that two truths doctrine before? It's kind of an Eastern philosophy.
Yes.
The conventional ultimate. It seems like I think all as humans we never experience is what conventionally is true, or ultimately true. I think it's beyond us. But that's the weapon that politics and religions use. I know the way. You're going to hell. I'm right. I'm justice.
They can do it to people who are not educated.
I feel like
That's why there's hard education. That's why they're reading grants, academia. That's why they're fucking out of my school.
Because people start getting a little too uppity.
That's why social media is being targeted.
Dude, I'm telling you, the George Floyd shit made America go, whoa!
what now?
When George Floyd shit happened, there was a lot of other shit that was happening in the world, but shit was shutting down. Like there was riots every day in multiple major cities. Shit was actually being shut down because of it.
I never understood why it's so important until now. To disrupt the whole system.
And now you look back 3 years later, you look and you're like, oh my God, that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to stop the way shit flows so the government can be like, wait, we gotta stop. And you know what their answer was? COVID. I'm telling you, like COVID was real, don't get me wrong. But they used that shit to keep people in their fucking homes.
I mean, it came from a lab. It came
Bro.
from a lab. And for a while, they said that was a lie.
Dude,
They banned people for saying it came from a lab, and now we know it does come from a lab.
the government wants us to serve them because they taught all of us in our generation how to work for them. That's why everyone that's older than us owns a business, and we work for the business.
They can't even envision another future without this system. We can't even fathom what it would look like without this.
Nah, the craziest part, everything, like y'all said from the beginning. And Martin Luther King, he had a dream, everything changed from that. The Jim Crow, 75 years, everything changed from that, right? And one thing that hasn't changed is school fucking system, bro. It's the same thing. And it's the same principle they're teaching you. It's like, go to college. College wasn't even a real thing. It was real life, learn from an apprentice, and go from there.
Build a skill and apply your skill to people around you. Not go to college so you can learn how to work for somebody. That's what they taught us, how to work for somebody,
Now
bro.
I'm in 50 grand debt.
No, deadass, bro. I'm fucked. Hey, y'all be easy. I'm pass out.
Hey, take care, brother.
Break out.